Homecoming has always been a touchy subject for me. And before I get into this story, I'm letting y'all know right now, I asked everybody involved, all my homeboys, if it was straight. They gave me the green light. So for those who don't know, I went to the University of Florida. And just a couple hours away from Gainesville were two HBCUs, Bethune-Cookman and FAMU. Now, even though I didn't go to an HBCU, going into college, I still had an idea of what goes on, especially during homecoming weekend. Shout out my pops, he went to Florida too, but he still put me on game, you know what I'm saying? Because as the old heads say, been there, done that. So one of my boys at the time, this is our freshman year, and his lady went to FAMU. She came down to Gainesville once or twice before, and you know, like she was nice, but we always had this weird sense that he might like her more than she likes him. And not because any of us wanted her, because you know, we don't play that. But I don't know, man, she just had an interesting vibe to her. So anyway, we're at Live West studying, and my boy was saying how his girl hasn't been responding like she usually does. So naturally, that's alarming to anyone in a relationship, right? So we're pretty much telling him like, man, like I hope everything's okay. He then proceeds to say, you know what? I think I'm gonna go up to Tally and surprise her for homecoming. And as soon as he said that, I looked at my other homeboys and I could tell we were thinking the same thing. One, she's gonna be genuinely surprised and their relationship is restored or whatever. Or two, if anybody's gonna be surprised, it's gonna be him. So he's talking about going up to surprise her, and he was like, you guys wanna go? Now me as a young and quite frankly starving freshman, I'm like, shoot, I already heard fam, you lit. Homecoming weekend? Yeah, sign me up. And I gotta tell you, during this drive, there was so much excitement, but also a little bit of concern. Oh, and I can't forget this part. Bro called his lady like 2 or 3 times. No response. But anyway, we make it to Tally. My boy had some friends up there, so we just stayed with him. And mind you, at this time, we all had our best fits on. Oh yeah, and the place we went to in Tally, Baja's. If you know, you know. And I gotta say, the closer we got to getting inside, I was like, you know what? Maybe she's got a good heart. Maybe she's been going through a lot. This will maybe be a genuine, nice surprise. So we go in here and dog, it was packed. The music's going crazy and we're prepared to do a lap. And then I look up on the stage, you know, by where the DJ booth is at. And we just up there looking at the stage and we're like, dang, the noobs are going crazy. You know, with the whistles, no shirt on, hitting one of these. So we just start looking around the spot. And then as soon as we turn back on the stage, this girl is like lifted on this dude's shoulders. Not like this. Hold on, I need an example here. Not like this, but like this. And doing a whole bunch of this. So I'm looking up like, okay, either A, he's assuming position to give her the meanest Batista bomb, or B, yeah. So of course, everybody's watching this, and we look up and one of my other homeboys goes, you know, from behind, she looks an awful lot like dude's girl. So then I take a closer look and I'm like, dang, bro, she does look a lot like. I'll never forget turning to my homeboy and I'm like, bro, either we're blind or that's dude's girl getting tossed up there. And mind you, my boy whose girl is up there is completely oblivious. He's too busy still looking around. Meanwhile, we're looking back like, bro, I knew I had a weird feeling about her. So we turn around again and our boy is trying to formulate like a dance circle and we're trying to tell him like, yo. He finally turns around and I'm like, bro, get your girl. Then he goes, what you mean I ain't found her yet? That's the problem. Someone already found her. Bro, so all of us are just kind of just watching just in horror. And I think naturally our minds were like, okay, this is about to go south. Baja's might be a one and done situation here. So we get closer and closer and closer. And all of us hit him with. Then she turned around talking about something. Oh, hey, babe. I already didn't think it could get any worse. That just made it 10 times worse. My boy just kind of looked at her, shook his head, did one of these, and we walked out. We walked out of Baja's. We was in there for like, what, 5-10 minutes? Uber back to my boy's friend's apartment. We all just kind of sat in there. It was just like quiet. My boy cried, and if I'm not mistaken, I think we all cried. But yeah, man, that was a very, very dark homecoming moment. In our minds, we all thought HBCU homecomings were done for after that. Freshman year homecoming will haunt us forever. And at our actual homecoming, we lost to LSU a week after they lost to like, what was it, Troy? But yeah, homecoming that year, very forgettable.